Hey, what's up, YouTube? Thanks for joining me here at Pay to Trade. So I am starting a new challenge today with Take Profit Trader. So I got this fun email, so I'm going to show that to you in just a minute. But basically, they're running a really good promotion. They have 40% off for the life of the account when you sign up now, and it's good through right now. It's through the end of the 7th of November, so November 7th. And if you pass the challenge account and get to funded, they actually waive the activation fee. So they'll push you over to an activation or a funded account, zero activation fee. Um, and then on top of that, if you exceed the trailing threshold, you can withdraw your profits on day one, as soon as day one. It doesn't have to be day one, but you can withdraw anything over that threshold and you can withdraw on a daily basis. In fact, you can withdraw multiple times a day if you're just killing it. So, with that being said, today is October 26th. We have, it's a minimum of 5 days to beat the challenge. So that puts us out until next week. So today's Thursday. So we have Thursday, Friday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, right? And so beyond that, that'll leave us 4 days left to trade and to see if we can go ahead and get over that threshold and then just take some withdrawals like as soon as possible. So I'm excited to take this challenge, see how far we can get. I would personally like to 100x this account as far as my investment. So my investment goes, it's $216 to sign up for a 150K account. So that we've already done. You can see I'm already in the trade today. So I'm currently short at during this video, which was this morning, was short, and the goal was to bring it down to around the base. Is that you can see it's about about another 10 points to go. So that was the plan, and then to go long around the base. So you're going to be able to see how this trade plays out. Now, I am being very aggressive. I'm kind of eager to get into this challenge. So that's maybe not the greatest mindset, but that's where we're at, and so I'm running with it. Anyways, so it's a great deal. I'm going to try to take advantage of that, and in case you want to try it too, there's links below in the description. I also have a coupon code. Whenever you use my coupon code, you will always get the newest best deal, whatever Take Profit Trader's offering. So that'll give you 40% off today, plus for the life of the account. And then you'll be able to take advantage of that promotion that they're offering, where again, it's free activation of the funded account. And then you can start withdrawing as soon as you pass that threshold. So right now, when you do make those withdrawals, they are letting you keep 100% of the profits. So you get to keep 100% of everything over the threshold, and that's good through November 7th. So that's why this is going to be kind of fun. So if we can 100x this thing, we're talking about taking that $216 that we're putting into this account and then getting it up to 21,600. So that means that we need to achieve 21,600 in profit using our 150K account. And so over the course of 4 days, if we're going to go ahead and do that, I think it's doable. But we're talking about making about, is that about 5,000 or 5,500 a day, roughly? Something like that, 5,350. Can we do it? I think it's possible. I'm going to give it a shot. So it's trading pretty heavy. Now, the cool thing about Take Profit Trader is that they let you go full size. So you don't have to scale in. As soon as you start, you can go as heavy as you want. Light or as heavy, it doesn't matter. You don't have to worry about scaling in. The only caveat is that when we're first starting, we have to worry about the intraday trailing threshold. So it follows you, through your profit. So if we get up to a certain point, let's say I'm up $4,000 and I'm not locking in any profit at that point, and then the trade goes against us. And even if it holds for a bit, the fact that it goes against us, it's eating away at that threshold. So we have a $4,500 trailing drawdown. It's constantly trailing you. You can lose up to $3,300 per day, but the $4,500 drawdown, it's trailing you intraday. So through profit and loss, it doesn't matter. So we have to watch out for that. So because of that, we're going to have to kind of be scaling out. So we'll go in heavy and we'll scale out, and then we'll be adding on. And so it's going to be interesting. I think we're going to be kind of contract heavy. But we can do it all like within like so many trades. Let's say like 2 or 3 trades. But within those 2 or 3 trades, we might have 30 contracts going. Not all at once, but in and out. And so the other thing we have to be mindful of is the executions. So once we are funded, they do have a limit on executions. They don't want you to exceed 50 executions. So that's 50 orders. So let's say we start off with an order of 10. So we buy um, 10 contracts, but that's one order. So it's only one order. But then let's say we do a split sale and we sell 5 at some point, and then we sell the other 5 at another point. Well, that's 2 more orders. So that'll be a total of 3 orders. So we have to watch that. That would be 3 executions. And so there's an easy way to keep track of that in Trade-Ovate. You can easily just watch. It has a tally of all your orders that you've put through, all the filled orders. Canceled orders don't count. It's just filled orders. So we can keep that on watch just to make sure that we don't exceed the 50. So when I said 30 orders, maybe that was just, a high estimation. But in all reality, yeah, we might do about 15 in one trade. We might have about 15 orders going, scaling in, scaling out. And I think that's okay. But I think that's going to be the way to go ahead and beat this thing. And that's going to help us manage that drawdown. So anytime we're up a decent amount, we're going to have to just take some off the table, and then we can add back on as long as everything is still within our range. The structure, as long as the structure is the same. Like right here, you can see I'm still in this trade. Now we locked in $700 in profit. The trade was, I thought we were turning around a little bit sooner, so I went long. I switched my short position to a long position, and then I saw we were still coming down, and it came down to exactly where I wanted to go, but I was already short at that point. I mean, long at that point. So I added on. I added on at the point where I was going to originally go long. And then it still continued to come down, and then it hit the base. And so, as you can see, I added on close to the base, and then right now it's just sitting kind of heavy. Our position's heavy, so I'm kind of just letting it play out. So if we were to drop just a little bit lower, I would be out. It would be kind of a steep loss. We're being aggressive, but yeah, I would take that big hit. So I had 700 locked in green. The trade went against me up to 2,700 in the red. So net, it would be a $2,000 loss. So kind of a steep loss, especially if we only have 3,300 to work with on a daily basis. That's going to be like 65% or 70% of what we can really lose. So could we take another trade? We absolutely could. I'd have to go in much lighter, maybe take 1 or 2 contracts, and even that would be pretty heavy for what's there. But as long as it's a pretty decent setup, we can make it work. So overall, the idea here was right. I should have stuck to my plan, and we would have had a lot more green locked in. And right now, we would have been very little red, and we would probably be actually pretty extra green at this point. And then, we'd be able to lock in this trade and just be done. One thing that we don't want to exceed is $4,500 in one day. With Take Profit Trader, you can't exceed 50%, or you don't want to exceed 50% of your total profit. So in order to beat this 150K challenge, the profit target is $9,000. So that means that throughout the week, we don't want to exceed $4,500 in one given day. I want to get close to that $9,000 total profit target, but I'm not going to try to kill it. Once we hit around 9,000, that's going to be it. We just want to get in our days. So today, the way things are looking, I'm going to try to go for that 4,500, right around that area, and see what we can do with that. So we already locked in 700 in green. Right now we're still sitting red, so you got to counter that a little bit. So right now we're close to break even. We're just kind of fluctuating. So once we get over that hump, there we go. We broke that EMA. I have my profit target set up. We're going to go for 98, and so it's going to give us about 16 points for the first 2. All right, and you can see we already locked that in. Here we go. So, and then we're going to go ahead and go for a bit more. So we have 5 contracts left. Um, if you look at the equity, it's over 2,000. All right. And so out of that, it looks like we have about 1,000 locked in. So we have 1,000 locked in, guaranteed, as long as we don't let the trade turn red. And so being in the challenge account, the total drawdown, the 4,500, that is not intraday. It is end of day trailing drawdown. So it doesn't affect us at all. And as far as the daily loss limit, that is always just end of day. That's not a intraday trailing, meaning it doesn't follow your profit. So, 3,300 red is 3,300 red, but that's on the daily. But again, once we switch over to funded, we got to be mindful of the intraday trailing drawdown, that 4,500. So we got to watch out for that. All right. And so I'm going to speed up here and you're going to see where we end up. But overall, that's it. Now, I'm also going to be showing you, um, I'm going to show you what's going on here at Take Profit Trader. I think it's pretty interesting. This is something new. So check it out. Just give me a few seconds. We'll finish this up and then we'll go over that segment. 1 second. All right, so as you can see, we fast forwarded here and boom, here we are. So about to lock in the last contract, and that's going to put us up just over 4,000. We have a total of 4,370, and then that is it for this trade. So day one locked in. Okay, so now that we have our trade wrapped up, which by the way, it was less than a 15-minute trade, and we made over 4,000. It was 43.70. So not a bad start for the challenge, and that's day one. Okay, so now we're looking at this is something that Take Profit Trader sent out. It's about one of their traders who's been taking advantage of this deal. This deal's been running all month long. So I should have acted on this a lot sooner. But here we are, and there's still some time. So if you want to take advantage of that, just use the links below in the description as well as the coupon code. But this guy here, Daniel something or other, has been killing it in the market. And so if you look at his withdrawals, he's been withdrawing not only like almost on the regular, but sometimes twice a day. So if we look at the 24th, he made 2 withdrawals. Looks like he was killing it that day. Um, that was probably the day that the market was like super volatile. Let's see, close to 8 a.m. He already made a withdrawal of over $1,000, just over 1,000, and then at the end of the day, at 3:07 p.m., he put in another withdrawal for 1,300. So kudos to him, requesting 2,300 in one day. That's on the 24th. The day before that, he requested, looks like 832. That's pretty good too. So he's withdrawing at least $500 a day. It looks like when he's taking out some money. So that's the 23rd, 24th, or 21st. It was 700. Let's see if there's any other same day withdrawals. And actually, I don't see any other ones. So that's the only one. But still, that's pretty cool that they allow you to do that. So it's unlimited withdrawals. They don't care how often you withdraw. I think there is a minimum that you want to be able to withdraw, or else they charge you a fee. I want to say it might be like $500. If it's less than 500, I think they charge you a $50 fee. I could be wrong on that, so don't hold me to that. But it's something along the lines of that. But for the most part, it looks like he doesn't have to worry about that. All his withdrawals are usually over. Well, it looks like 99% of them are over $500. So he's doing pretty good. But yeah, he's had a killer month. Looks like let's add this up real quick. So between October 8th, October 8th through October 25th, he's had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 withdrawals, which actually says that at the top, right? We could have just gone off of that. But let's add that up real quick. So we have 840, we have 1338, 1012, we have 832.50. I'll just count out the 50 cents, 715. We have 520. 1552, 1894, 489, 1300, 1546, I think that is. maybe it was 48, 38.71 and 8.83. There we go. So out of those 13 withdrawals, which spans the course of about, what's that, 2.5 weeks? So we'll say 3 weeks of trading, 16,792. So that's pretty great. So 16,792, almost $17,000 over the course of 2.5 weeks. So he's averaging, what's that? Let's say it's 3 weeks, just over 5,000 a week. Great job. So don't know who you are, Daniel, but great job to you. I hope you keep it up. That's killer. So now it's our turn. So we're going to go ahead and give that a shot and see if we can get close to that. Honestly, with our current challenge, I don't know. I don't know how smart it is, but I'm going to push for it. It's only $216, so it's really not. We're not risking a lot, but this will be interesting because we're really pushing to have that done in a short amount of time, which that's where I kind of have a problem with it because I don't want to force things. And like even today, I should have been a little bit more patient with that trade. Um, the trade made sense. Going short, it made sense. And I just should have held on to it and I could have locked in a lot more profit. We could have just been out of the trade much sooner and we would have dealt with less red. So got to remember that going forward. Even now, I still struggle with that. Patience is it's a tough one. It's a tough one. So even if you have the right trade idea, if you don't have the patience, it's going to be a struggle. Either way, so we're going to try to get through that. So don't forget the links are down below in the description. Coupon code is also there. You will always get whatever the best deal is. They always update my coupon code to give you the best deal that they are offering at Take Profit Trader. So go ahead and give that a shot. Let me know what you think. Let me know what you think about the trade. Let me know how you would have done things, or if maybe you were on board with how I did it. I don't necessarily recommend it because it was kind of ballsy. So let me know what you think. Drop your comments and questions down below in the comment section. And as always, hit that thumbs up, subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video.